What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here, and guys, I want to welcome you to the game update for March 2020. Guys, we have quite a busy month, not so much in the beginning of the month, but towards the end of the month. There's like tons of things going on in like the third week and onward of March, and it's going to set up April as well, which is also going to be very busy. Lots going on, but I also want to tackle a lot more things. I've been looking into more games that I normally would not cover, and I'm going to cover them. Based with the new streaming schedule and everything, I put more emphasis on my channel and bringing back, you know, the glory days, if you will, and trying to get YouTube back where it was, because I was putting such a focus into live streaming on Facebook that it was taking away from my channel. And I feel like I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm sure a lot of people are checking. I'm trying my best to try and answer as many comments as I can. I know I wasn't ideal with that. I have my reasons for not using seeing comments that much. Totally. Obviously not the best practice. I do apologize about that. I had tried my best to answer as many comments as I could back then, but there was just a lot of things mentally and of course a busy schedule, but no more excuses. I will be trying my best to change this around and make you guys feel more interacted with on my channel. That's something I really want to bring back, because I know that a lot of you guys just, you know, you want to interact. I want to make sure this community is, you know, I want you guys to know you're so important to me, and I want you guys to feel appreciated, because I know what you do for me just by watching and you know, continuing to support the channel and everything means the world to me, and I wouldn't be here without you guys. So big thanks to that, and I will do better at that. I'm already working my way to that. So first thing, I just wanted to get that off and let you guys know, because I have some plans coming up. So let's get right into March. Now guys, the first thing you're gonna see isn't for a while, as I mentioned. So what I'm planning on doing is the live streams that happen here in Twitch, so both on YouTube and Twitch, I want to do more than just multiplayer games. I've been playing a lot of Gears, I've been playing a lot of COD. So I want to change that up and do exclusive Let's Play live streams. Now I would do that on Facebook, but I feel like multiplayer suited Facebook a little bit better. You know, all those Facebook streams, multiplayer makes sense. But here on YouTube and Twitch, I want there to be more than just that. I want you guys to have more variety, because I know not everyone is a huge fan of multiplayer. Not everyone wants to see the same multiplayer games over and over. So I want to aim to change that and give you guys something else. So starting this week, I will be starting hopefully a Let's Play that it's been out since October. It is actually releasing, I believe, next month for PS4 and Xbox One, but it's been on PC since October. I actually was sent a review code of it and I never covered it. I just totally forgot about it, and it was a game I wanted to do. It's called Moons of Madness. Now essentially it is a space kind of based horror game. Now the idea is to stream that in one go. Now from what I've understood, the game could take anywhere from 5 to 10 hours to beat. The average time is 6, and I've done way longer streams than that, so I'm kind of thinking of just doing a point A to point B live stream Let's Play of that game. Like I said, it's been out for many months now, but that is a game I've been wanting to check out. I remember looking at it and be like, oh, I got to throw this into my coverage, and I just never did it. So that's something I want to do. I want to do more indie games on live streams, like more like side content games that I normally be like, don't have the time for that. I want to turn that around and make it so that I have a game to play for that, and we're gonna have way more content, so therefore we're gonna possibly get some games that either are gonna be nice gems that I wouldn't have found if I hadn't done this, or just crap ones that we were just like, well, we did it, we tried it, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be kind of a catch-22, but that's part of the fun. So that's what you're gonna see on the live streams. There's still gonna be non-live Let's Plays. My main series is still gonna be non-live, but there's, just letting you know, there's gonna be a lot more story-based stuff going on in live stream. So for those of you who were not down for the multiplayer, we've got some story stuff coming your way. All right, now the first official release is actually not until the 20th. Now I'm hoping I'll get an early copy of this, but we have got Doom Eternal. I have been waiting for this game for so long. This is when people ask me what are some of the games you're looking forward to in 2020 and even 2019 before it got delayed. It was Doom Eternal. That's the first thing that came to mind. I remember Doom from 2016 being such a just old school style, fast-paced first-person shooter with some amazing soundtracks and environments, and I'm more than excited to be jumping into Eternal to keep the story going with that. So that is one of the major games I'm looking forward to. Will I get the collector's edition? Not sure. Bethesda has been gifting a lot of collector's editions to me in the past few years for the last few games. I did inquire about it, and they said we'll let you know, obviously. So last time when I got Fallout 76, I actually got the collector's edition of that, and I had no knowledge of it. I remember asking about it. I'm like one of my contacts at Bethesda. I contacted him and I said, is it possible? He's like, oh, I'm not sure. We'll put you on the list for that and we'll let you know. I never heard from him, but I got it in the mail anyway. So who knows? If I end up getting a collector's edition, I will unbox that Doom Eternal collector's edition for you. Otherwise, I've kind of phased out of the collector's edition unboxings. I find that the value of collector's editions has gone down, but the price has gone up. Does that make sense? So I've been spending way too much money on something that I don't think is worth it. I have clutter now. I have way too much. When I move to my new house, I am definitely going to be downsizing when it comes to the amount of collectibles I have on display in the office. I'm going to be going more of a minimalist kind of style. So I don't really feel the need to unbox collector's editions that much anymore, because I feel they just collect dust half the time. They're going to get damaged in transport and that sort of thing. So that's kind of what but if I get one from a dev, I will definitely unbox it and try and do a giveaway of that game as well. So that's kind of the goal right now, and I cannot wait to get started on that game. Like I said, might be an early game, might get it earlier, and then the embargo is a little early. Bethesda's been good to me, so I'm sure I'll get an early copy of that. But also, now this is a big one, also releasing on the 20th is Doom 64. It's a re-release of the Nintendo 64 version of Doom. Now, I believe it comes on whatever it comes with Doom Eternal. So whatever you get it on, whether it be PC, PS4, Xbox One, etc., you should be able to get that version as well. So I think this is one of those Let's Plays that I'm going to do. So I'm essentially going to have my non-live Let's Play of Doom Eternal, which is what we were planning, and then live stream alongside it Doom 64. So that way you guys can come to the live streams and check out Doom 64, but then also watch Doom Eternal at the same time. I think that'd be perfect, because I was thinking, how am I gonna balance those two? Doom 64 has been out for years, since the 90s, yes? So I haven't played it since then on the Nintendo 64. That was the last time I played Doom 64. And the fact that they're re-releasing it is gonna be like a nostalgia trip, and I cannot wait. And plus, I was also super young in the 90s, in the mid-90s. When this game came out, I think it was about 96, 97. I don't remember for sure. But in 96, I was 5. In 97, I was 6. So you can understand, different mindset as a kid. You shouldn't be playing this game. Remember, my uncle showed me all the Doom games and the Duke Nukem games and all that. So I was introduced to those games early on in my life. So it's going to be a special treat for me. So I figured it'd be great to live stream that alongside the Let's Play of Doom Eternal. So stay tuned for that. We got a double whammy. Also coming out, officially been announced, and we have a release date for this. There wasn't one for a little while, but now we have one. HalfLife Alyx comes out on March 23rd. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a game I basically made me set up my VR for. So for those of you who don't know, I've had a VR, I've had an Oculus. Facebook gifted it to me when I first joined their program. And I just never really, there was reasons for not wanting to do VR. I know not everyone is down with VR. There's a lot of things that prevented me from starting it. I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to capture it very well. I was worried I wasn't gonna have enough space. And I don't really have that much space, but I saw that and I'm like, bro, it's Half-Life and it's a new Half-Life story. I know it's VR, but I have to play it. It's like a prequel to Half-Life 2. So what happened, and it's through the eyes of Alyx fans, of course. So I'm definitely be covering that. I want to do more VR titles, not like every little VR game, but I mean like maybe major, bigger budget VR titles I want to play. Because there were some and I'm like, ooh, I remember when the Until Dawn VR game came out, and I'm like, I didn't know it was VR until later. I'm like, oh, I have it, but I don't know if I want to set it up. I want to give you guys more content to enjoy, more different styles, not just the same stuff, but also find something that way it's a new experience for me, but you guys can see it through my eyes, and you can see it, you know, me doing it and vice versa, experiencing VR the way a normal person, I guess. I consider myself normal for the most part to play that game. So I'm very much looking forward to Half-Life Alyx. I don't know if it's gonna maybe be a bridge to something like Half-Life 3, but I don't think it will be, but you know, you never know. Sometimes developers do that all the time. Case in point with Alien Blackout, the devs who released Alien Blackout, everyone thought we were getting an Alien Isolation sequel, but then they hit us with Blackout and they're like, hey, we got stuff on the way. This is just what we're releasing right now. Stay tuned. So when they say that, it's like maybe an Alien Isolation sequel is coming down in the next few years. Here's something to tide you over until then. I feel like that's kind of what they're doing here, and I hope, probably not, based on the history of it and the fact that one of the lead writers for Half-Life Episode 3 basically released the script to everyone a few years ago. I don't know if you remember that. The rights for it ended. It expired, so there was no embargo anymore, so he could literally just say, hey, this is the script and this is what was supposed to happen with Half-Life Episode 3. So yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I'm hopeful, but at least it's a new game in the Half-Life franchise. I love my Half-Life games, and I'm very excited to cover this one as well. So hope you guys are looking forward to seeing that. All right, now coming out on the 26th, like I said, man, everything is releasing in the course of like a week. It's ridiculous. I don't know why these devs can't, or publishers, sorry, it's not the devs, but I don't know why these publishers can't just release things when there's nothing. There's like nothing, you know? I mean, I did look, and there are games coming out throughout March, but nothing I really want to cover. So I've gone through the list extensively, and this is where we're sitting, okay? So on March 26th, we have the first major DLC for Control called The Foundation. Now, I don't know if you guys remember Control. I feel like it was a very underrated game. It was definitely something different, and I did play it. I was a bit late to the party, I think. I did do a start from the beginning. Not everyone was down with it, but I thought it was really fun, and I thought it was a different and unique perspective. And the story wasn't done yet. The way it ended, yes, you got some closure, but it wasn't done. There was still more questions to answer, and they hinted that at the end of the game. They're like, there's going to be DLC. So this is going to be the first DLC for Control. And like I said, it comes out on March 26th. It's called The Foundation, so I am looking forward to that as well. And finally, the last game in the month of March, on March 31st, last day of the month, we have a little game called The Complex. Now, for those that don't know, The Complex is essentially like, it's similar to games like Late Shift, Erica, things like that. It's an interactive movie. So it is a video game, but you're controlling the choices. So it's kind of like a choose your own adventure movie. So there's a couple of these. We've experienced a couple of these as well. And if you want to consider games like Quantum Break to be in that category. That one was a little different though, because it was his own standalone game, but it had an episode. It had like a series alongside it. So I think this is a little different. This is more, like I said, Late Shift and Erica. I played both those games. I played Late Shift on YouTube, and Erica I played on Facebook. So those were very similar. So it's a choose your own ending kind of thing, but it is a film. So they film out different things, and I don't know a whole lot about it, but it looks very, very sci-fi, and I'm very excited about it because I like those kind of things. That one will probably just be a point A to point B run through. I don't know if I'm just going to stream it or if I'm just going to record it. I guess we'll find out. But I guarantee you a game like that is probably not going to take longer than a couple of hours just to get through. And then you can obviously get different endings if you want and come back to it. So maybe I'll do an original run through, and then maybe I'll do a streaming, choose another direction. Who knows? We'll see what goes. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is literally all we've got for March. And I know it sounds like they said, oh, that's all we got. There's a lot to go through, but it's a big titles, and there's a lot of stuff I'm very, very excited for, especially Doom, like I said, and HalfLife Alyx. Again, HalfLife Alyx is VR, so I don't want people to hold it up to the same Half-Life regard. You know what I mean? It's going to be a VR game, but VR has come a long way, and it's Half-Life, so we got to love it. And plus the other DLCs and things like that in there as well. And of course, anything I can think of to stream, I will definitely consider the streaming. I've been wanting to start a Yakuza Let's Play because I've never played any of the Yakuza games. I've been wanting to do a giant marathon, just going from the first Yakuza all the way up to the current one, just via live stream, just because I figured that would be a great way to kind of catch up and just don't even worry, just get in, play it, and go through it like that. But I've been having trouble finding Yakuza 1 and 2 that have been HD'd. Without having to get like a PS2 and getting the originals there, it's gonna be tough to find, because I know they released an HD trilogy of Yakuza 4, 5, and 6. From what sorry, that's not true. 3, 4, and 5. Good job, Dan. 3, 4, and 5 Yakuzas, but nothing for the first two. So I don't want to play 3, 4, 5 without playing the first two. So it's something I want to do. People have said, you should do it. You think you'd really like it. I agree. I've seen it. I've just never done it, and I think it's something that we need to do. So we got lots of stuff coming up, guys. This year is going to be great. We're going to have a lot of new Let's Plays for YouTube. Like I said, even 2018, 2019 has not been that many Let's Plays here on YouTube, and I aim to change that. I want to give you guys way more stuff to watch, way more stuff to to enjoy, because not everyone is just down with my sports gameplay or whatever games come out, anything AAA. I know those things are always every year, but I want to throw a wrench into it, if you will, and just kind of diversify and try different things this year. That's what this is all about, and I want to bring more content to YouTube, not just Facebook. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting. Obviously, there's a new program going on, DanQ8000 membership program. If you sign up for that, it is like a monthly subscription to my page, and what you get in return is you get badges, exclusive badges and emojis you can use in your chat. There's names next to you when you comment, and obviously the big boy, every single month I do a monthly game giveaway. So I take the members and I throw them into a little virtual hat, pull a name, and that person gets a game of their choosing. If it sounds familiar, it's the same thing as the supporter program over on Facebook, but I've decided to phase things out from Facebook and slide things over to my bread and butter, which is YouTube. And of course, Twitch, if you prefer. Twitch is there, but the membership program is exclusively on YouTube, and you can get all those perks there. So I do like to give back. Look at it this way. If you win, it's like saying, like, I don't know what, it's different depending what country you're in. Let's just say $5 US. It's $5 US per month, and you could win a brand new game. Literally any game you're choosing. I literally buy a game for you and ship it to you. It's that simple. So, and obviously it supports the page and helps me to keep doing what I'm doing. So thank you guys, whoever signed up for that. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. Otherwise, just keep watching the content. That alone is enough. Don't feel obligated to sign up for anything if you can't. If it's not in the cards, no problem. I totally understand. I'm not going to ever say you have to do this, and I'll never put my content behind a paywall. Very, very important. I will not ever say you'll get this video if you become a member. I'll never do that to you. So don't worry about that. But it's just if you want to enter into giveaways and have exclusive perks, it's there for you. So otherwise, guys, thank you again. And again, I'm going to keep working on commenting and make sure I'm keeping up with the comments and being more interactive with the chat. I do apologize about that. Over the past few years, I've been really bad at it. I've had a lot of anxiety and a lot of paranoia. I've had a lot of issues dealing with chat, like the comment section, because YouTube comments can be pretty bad. So I've always had this anxiety about looking at them and ruining my self-esteem essentially, but it's almost always just such positivity, and I forget that, and I'm getting better at doing that. So that's the only reason. I wasn't trying to be mean or anything, but I had a lot of mental kind of restrictions that were keeping me from doing it. I had a lot of anxiety, and I still do, but I'm still trying to face those fears head on, and obviously just take solace in your guys' support, because that's pretty much all it is, especially when I get involved more. I want you guys to know you are appreciated. So I do apologize over what I've been doing over the past few years. Has not been cutting it. I get it. So I'm sorry. But we're moving on from that. I'm gonna have a lot of content for you, giveaways, the lot. Just gotta sign up for that stuff if you're interested. Obviously, guys, thank you so much. Anything I missed, comments below. Be sure to hit that like button on this video. Also be sure to like and follow my pages on social media, facebook.com/danq8000. The streams are still happening over there, but exclusively on Fridays. I call it Facebook Fridays, where we do a big 5-hour stream every single week. So come on by to a Facebook Friday stream. Otherwise, stay here on YouTube or head on over to Twitch for weekly streams, 4 days a week. Usually Monday to Thursday, but sometimes we throw a Saturday into the mix. So keep an eye out for that. Also, Twitter, danq8000, Instagram, danq8000, and Snapchat, danq8000. If you want to get yourself a shirt or a hoodie, link in the description. By the way, I'm working on getting brand new designs for my Spreadshirt shop. I've had nothing really new there for a while, but I've got hopefully 4 designs coming to the shop that I think you guys might like. I'm working on, I'm like actually commissioning out a graphics designer to get these made. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna get them, showcase them here, and then show them off for you guys. I'm so excited. I have these great ideas for them. Stuff that's happened in live streams, you know, just stuff exclusive to the danq8000 channel that I think you guys will appreciate. So check that out if you're interested in one of those. If you want to get yourself a DXRacer like the one I got here, there's a link in the description. Be sure to use the promo code danq8000 to save some money at checkout. All right, guys, thank you so much again. Cannot wait to get into these games, but until the next one, let's hand things over to Noxel. Have a good one, guys.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble wildin' wild on these violent and hit you 8,000. Wait a minute, hold that style, it's dialed in. Goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding, tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving, fire back if they ain't vibing. Lie with that, got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, and I see them haters try to run with us, they gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators. Night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters, move like trash to bed intruder. Got that Glock and got them woofers. Just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is Noxel, you damn fools? Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that dang kill. Yeah. It was never, ever a game.